Friends, I have come again with a new topic. This topic again is based on Buddhism, Jainism, and wbcs. So the question is, how do you account for the rise of heterodox religious movements in the 5th century BC for 20 months? Heterodox religious movements, first you have to understand this concept. Heterodox means which is against the conventional belief, practices, rituals. So during 400 to 500 BC, that means in the 5th century BC, many different religions emerged against the Brahmanical Hinduism. Among them, Buddhism was there, Jainism was there, and wbcs as well. Let's discuss the causes, why they emerged, why there was a sudden need for the emergence such kind of religions against the Hinduism. Social and economic changes. Urbanization, trade, and growing economic disparities led to increased social mobility and questioning to traditional practices. The first point, urbanization flourished. Trade and growing economic disparities led to increased social mobility, and they also questioned the traditional practices. That means the practices which were prevalent in the Brahmanical Hinduism. Vedic ritualism. They became staunch critic of the Vedic rituals. They considered it ineffective and meaningless. Therefore, they searched for more meaningful ritual practices. 3. Dissatisfactions with Brahmanical orthodoxy. The commoners, being exasperated, tortured with the cruelty and orthodoxy of Brahmanism, showed the desire for more liberal, inclusive, and accessible spiritual practices. Somewhere, they wanted to get rid of Brahmanical Hinduism. Brahmins' torture, their orthodoxy, their insult. They opted for another religion like Buddhism, Jainism, wbcs, which talked about peace, which talked about social harmony, which talked about social inequality, which talked about inclusiveness. Influence of asceticism. Ascetic practices and ideas influenced the development of these movements. Royal patronage. Even the commoners were supported by the rulers like Bimbisara and Ajatasattu supported this movement, providing them with resource and legitimacy. They even considered the fact that their movements were absolutely legitimate. And to the point, cultural exchange. It is often believed that the Persians, which was out of Indian society, influenced somewhere the Indian society, the Indian people at the time. Charismatic leaders. A few important leaders emerged at the time, like Mahavir, like Buddha. They attracted followers with their compelling teachings and personalities. They were so simple. They were so attractive in their attire, in their character, in their teachings. Okay, the commoners became inclined towards them. They supported them. And simultaneously and eventually, the commoners became follower of Mahavir and Buddha. What the outcomes of these moments? Let's discuss. Rejections of Vedic authority. The commoners, especially apart from Brahmanas, the other sections of the society rejected Vedic authority. They challenged the traditional Vedic practices and beliefs. Emphasis on the individual effort. They gave more focus on personal spiritual growth and self-effort. Unlike Brahmanism, Hinduism, Brahmanism, or Brahmanical Hinduism, Brahmins were at the top of the society. They were like everything. Whatever they taught had to be accepted by the others. There was no sort of questions against their teachings. What is wrong, what was wrong, what was right. So that's why the personal spiritual growth over there and the commoners gave more importance towards personal spiritual growth rather than blindly following the Brahmins. Non-violence and compassion. They promoted non-violence and compassion towards the living being, towards all living beings. Abolition of caste discriminations. So this is the most important and crucial causes behind these heterodox religious movements, that they abolished, they eliminated the caste discrimination from the society. At least they tried. How much they could, I have no answer. In fact, we don't know about it, but they at least tried to eliminate the caste discrimination from the society. So they included everyone irrespective of their caste and social status. That's why Buddhism and Jainism, were liked by every sections of the society. Everyone, the commoners, the Shudra, the untouchables. With above all factors and outcomes, there emerged heterodox religions which were as follows. Buddhism, founded by Siddhartha, popularly called Gautam Buddha, he gave simple direction for happiness. Jainism, founded by Mahavir, he talked about the liberation from the cycle of birth. Makhali Gosala, he founded Ajapika, and this is a fatalistic movement that believed in destiny and the inevitability of events. And at the last, Lokayata, are materialistic movements that rejected the concept of an afterlife and emphasized sensual enjoyment. The Lokayata even rejected the concept of the afterlife. What would happen after we die? Why should we think? Let's enjoy the life. And so you can see that these four major religions, apart from Hinduism, these four religions were very simple in character, even to understand. And most important thing was their important leaders, like the Buddha, like the Mahabir, the Ajapika, the Makhali Gosala were so simple in character, everyone could connect with them, unlike Brahmins. So thank you so much.